Hey guys, what's up? It's John Oculus, and we're playing Mega Man, the Legacy Collection, on PlayStation 4. And yes, I realize we probably should start with Mega Man 1. I mean, it's the logical step in a series of 6. However, it's Christmas. Merry Christmas. And what better way to celebrate a holiday full of joy than with a game that brings joy to the hearts of anybody who's ever played a Mega Man game. So here today, we shall play Mega Man 2. So let's play Mega Man 2. It's been a while since I played this game. Perhaps 1990 or 1991. But I still remember those long nights where I feverishly tried to defeat every boss in a failed attempt to save the world. But now I know the secret. Back then, I did not appreciate the true value of this game. I mean, right now, on the surface, it's simply a platformer. A good one, but just a platformer. But it's so much more. There's strategy involved, and that's why here, we're going to try to take down Metal Man, so we can absorb his power and use it for goodwill towards men. Because that's what Christmas is all about. And yes, it's very hard to play this game with shades, but damn it all, I look good. But my timing is definitely, it's not the shades, I'm not that great at this game. But that's okay, because see here, I'm going to farm and get all my health right back. Thank you, Capcom, for making me look better than I am. Truth be told, I've really never played the other Mega Man games. I've dabbled, of course, as we all do. We experiment in college, but Mega Man 2 has really been the extent of my experience in the Mega Man realm. I did play Mega Man 1, but the less said about that, the better. It wasn't a bad game, but my god, I broke the controller. It was so frustrating and so angrily, it just made me want to cry. And I didn't play it until I was 26, so you can understand my humiliation. Okay, that's about as much health as I'm going to get. Let's move forward here as we save the world from peril. Ooh, it's close. I'm not one to say that I'm good at jumping, not in games or real life. Some things are universal, and my athletic prowess, or lack thereof, seems to follow me even into the gaming world. Yet I'm drawn to platformers. I can't help it. It's an addiction. It's like somebody who can't play poker, but by God, they've got to go to the casino. Oof. Every one of those jumps makes my heart leap out of my chest and into my throat, which makes it very hard to talk and to live with a heart in my throat. Oh, this is the tough one. Ooh! That was a little close. And now we arrive at the boss. And in the spirit of Christmas, we're going to rob that motherfucker and take his power and use it for good. Or are we? Oh, shit. Now, there is a pattern, but I'll be damned if I can remember it, so I'm just going to be shooting everywhere I can and hope that something works. Oh, yeah, there we go. And just like that, like a real pro, we have defeated Metal Man. And for our efforts, to the victor go the spoils, so they say. And we now have acquired the Metal Blade. And for some reason, it turns us green. Who am I to argue? And the metal blade will now come in handy as we move forward on this strategic endeavor and take down the motherfucker known as Woodman. And no, I'm not going to make a Viagra joke. I know you're all waiting for me to make a joke about Woodman, but I don't think of it like that. Okay, yeah, I do. Woodman probably takes Viagra. That's funny to me. Is it just me, or do those weird bat-looking things remind you of that thing from Futurama? Maybe somebody in the comments can tell me, because I don't remember the name. These dogs were a pain in the ass when I was a kid, but I have learned the pattern, and they're not so bad. Damn it. I said I've learned the pattern. I didn't say I'd mastered it. We are taking more damage than we did in the previous stage, but that's okay. It will all work out in the end. By the way, Merry Christmas to everybody out there watching, and yes, I am recording this on Christmas. This is not a pre-tape, and yes, I did get this game for Christmas, and that's why we're playing, because Christmas is a time for sharing, and I want to share this classic with you. And also, I wanted to play with my new camera, so it all works out. It's the circle of life. These monkeys and these birds are a stick in my pee hole. That is to say, they make me uncomfortable. The key is to kill those eggs before they hatch, because when they do, various evils emanate from it, and it's very difficult to move forward without taking damage, and that's the name of the game. You don't want to take damage, or at least not too much, before you arrive at your inevitable date with fate, as you face off against the evil master of this domain. In this case, the ever-erect Woodman. Viagra. That fucking chicken. There was a pattern, but that's the... shit. There was a pattern, but that's not it. For historical significance, yes, I, John Oculus, was killed by a chicken. Let it be known. And now we're going to get a little serious, because I don't want to die again at the hands of nature's D-student. A penguin, fine. An eagle, majestic. A chicken? Oh, hell nah. This is legit the first time I've played this game since, I would say probably at least 2005. And I must say the emulation on the PlayStation 4 is immaculate. It absolutely feels like the original Nintendo. It even slows down in the right spots. This is, at least so far, the definitive port of the original masterpiece by Capcom, which was released, I believe, in 1989. But if I'm wrong, I'm sure you'll all burn me alive. Damn chickens. There was a pattern, and there it is. If I stop just before the chicken strikes, he shall jump over me. And now we're at the boss, so we have to equip the dreaded metal blade, which in my opinion is the most powerful and sought-after weapon in the history of Mega Man. At least Mega Man 2. And that was a mistake. I have to wait until he throws his shield. You see, it drains his power quite... But I died. Alas, it was not to be. But worry not, brave travelers and watchers of my channel, for we have one more chance to make all right with the world, and we shall do so here and now. Yeah, fuck you, motherfucker. Yes. And so ends the tale of the dreaded Woodman, who has now gone flaccid and limp as he limps away. Get it? Limps away. Limps. Yeah, you get it. And here we shall cut it off for the moment, but thank you for watching, and be sure to check in for part 2, as we try to save the world from the clutches of the evil Dr. Wily in Mega Man 2 on the Mega Man Legacy Collection on PlayStation 4. I'm John Oculus. Have a Merry Christmas and a safe New Year. And thank you for watching. And goodbye.